There we go. Okay, there we go. Finally made it. Yo, Farseer, welcome, welcome. Welcome to today's episode of Hearts of Iron 4. Today we're going to be doing a weird one. I might not win on this first try, but we're going to give it our darndest. I read all the tips that was sent to me by Wendy in the chat. Thank you, Wendy. Big shout out to you for giving me all those tips on how to play as Portugal today. This is going to be a weird one. Because I have to deal with a lot of internal conflicts. It's kind of similar to what, well, not exactly similar, but it kind of reminds me of a smaller version of what Russia has to deal with, but different. Like, it's guaranteed you have to deal with it in Portugal. So. Warning, Ard, not spend all night dreaming. Your sleep will be took for days. Yeah, I have definitely done that before. Haven't in a while. Lately, my sleep has been messed up just because stress and trying to get everything done and just getting schedule going, trying to get the right streams. I had planned on a certain surprise for this week, but my brain's actually thinking maybe we do something different and we still wait till the beginning of the month on the other one. I don't know. We'll see soon. I'm still trying to debate on how to approach that. And whether we want to do that or if we actually want to wait till we can give it a full attention. Because since we're doing a lot of strategies and tycoons for this week and probably the next 2 weeks for sure, at least other than that surprise I was going to do, I'm thinking I go with a cheaper option that is that allows me to do a very specific tycoon that just came out on console. That I'm also have on my list. It wasn't as high on the list as a certain survival horror game that we're going to be playing, but now seeing kind of how our schedule has fallen and the way things have kind of ended up, my brain's kind of gone to, okay, well, if that's the case, then what we could do is at the beginning of the month, we use that game to kind of hedgeway ourselves into a different genre for a little bit. We're always going to be doing tycoons and strategies and Hearts of Iron and stuff on the, on their actual scheduled days. But I tend to, as you notice, I'm trying to be making this work as best I can. I tend to switch genres to kind of focus on every 2 weeks to kind of keep it fresh. That way everyone can kind of get a chance to see their awesome, what they've been waiting on, the type of the series they're watching. So hack and slashers versus strategies or stuff like that. Shooters. Different things. So they'll always be there, but they won't get as much focus. For instance, weekend focuses. When we do extra episodes during the weekends, those go to whoever's week that is, or whoever's 2 weeks that is. So since this next 2 weeks is Tycoon and strategy, and that'll push us into the beginning of the month, I'm thinking we revamp gears a little bit and we go more towards that. So, and the perfect thing is coming out tomorrow for me to do that. So, and it's actually cheaper than the survival horror game I was gonna get. So, we're gonna do that most likely. It'll be easy. It'll still be something based for the console. I am on purposely doing this so that way the console has some sort of tycoon strategy game that we're playing on it. There's another one I want to get on it next month. It'll be next month since we're still doing that. But that would be Transport Fever. But that's not what tomorrow's is. That'll be an add-on later on. As far as the two big giants that are coming to the channel strategy-wise, this isn't Stellaris. Stellaris is still at the beginning of the month as well, just because that DLC is about the same principle and price as this other thing I'm going to be getting. And since I would only be able to do that on weekends with James, most likely let's say 50% of the time, I'd rather do something that we can guarantee first and then bring Stellaris in on the side as well. It'll be before that Transport Fever thing will. That and RE will be the very beginning of the month, like as soon as I can, and are able. So I want to do that schedule wise. Let's see. Hey y'all, super heavy infantry, powerful mobile cannons, bull centaurs, and hobgoblin. What'd I miss? Oh yeah, chaos dwarves. Yeah. Saw that as well. That is now. It's not sadly anywhere near the top. I will be honest at the moment, but that is on the list. I did see that, and I have been kind of waiting on the chaos dwarves just because the dwarves are fun. But the Chaos Dwarves will be way more interesting to play. Plus, James will be happy about that because with him trying to get his PC very soon, that might be a good way for him to get in. That might actually be a good, perfect way to get him into Total War Warhammer 3. Is him to start as the Chaos Dwarves. Since he's used to the Dwarves in most strategy games. Let's see. Yeah, I know they're broken. They're definitely going to be broken in the beginning. Usually that's how it goes in Total War Warhammer. The DLC faction usually just flatlines everything in the beginning. And then they balance it out for Mortal Empires a bit better. And, the story campaign. But if you really are looking to just play it for the story, that is a good tip. When a DLC is coming out for Total War Warhammer 3, War 2, or any of them, get it as soon as you can. Like, if you have the ability, get it as soon as it gets out. Like, as soon as it releases. Because you're going to have the advantage of, before it gets balanced fully for multiplayer, that you can just blitzkrieg the AI with it. And just have fun, experimenting with it. Before it truly gets, the kinks worked out. Let me see. I've got a lot of chat to catch up on. They look overpowered. Tim King said, hey, y'all. Let's see. Then he said, Anno, yep, drops PS5 in about 40 minutes, yep. Company of Heroes 3 next, and I'll be in the RTS, right? I have no idea when Company of Heroes 3 is happening on console side. It would be nice if it did as well. Just because then we could kind of switch gears before I get too deep into the PC version. But I'd still play it on console no matter what. I still don't think you can do a dynamic campaign multiplayer-wise, which was a bit bummer to find out. At least not that I've seen. I could be wrong about that. I think it is still just skirmishing, setting up custom battles. Which that's still fun in its own with Company of Heroes. It is super, super intense when you set up battles like that. Especially if you're going to roleplay it and have one team do this or one team do that. And you give everyone ample enough time to set up. Boy, those fights can become real hilarious. They're like dwarves without the cav or monster weakness. Yeah, right? That's what I'm saying. They're going to be super scary because they don't have that. I did hear that. And that is something that usually the dwarves do kind of get smashed on, is heavy shock cavalry. Because they can't dodge it. And they're, it's armor piercing. It's terrible. But the Chaos Dwarves don't have that problem. And I'm wondering why. I can't wait to see why that is. And what their mechanic is going to be. I am so excited. Like I said, that'll probably be... If that happens, that won't happen till the probably mid to end of next month. Or depending on when it's coming out, too. I actually didn't look at the release date. So, Let's see. Also, that demon engine they have. Oh, I did. Yep, I saw that. There's a lot of awesome stuff. Anno co-op will be fun. Yes, it will. That is definitely something we are gonna have to do. Like co-op or competitive, because you can technically do competitive in Anno games. It's just not as fun. I wouldn't do it one-on-one. One-on-ones, unless you're gonna do like a trade warfare and not like physical warfare. Anno can be kind of boring 1v1 multiplayer, but like co-op 1v1, like just 2 people or more, always fun. It's a super good game. But technically, you can compete with each other as different factions in Anno as well, if you wanted to. If you can get a group of 4 to do it, or at least 3, then it actually can be kind of interesting. Because the game does balance out warfare with trade pretty well until late game. Once you get late game, that's kind of where the rules have to be established in the lobby. Because late game, much like any other older style RTS, the war game, like the war tactic side of it, just becomes build 10 freaking mana wars and send them at them. It's really all it becomes. So, but as far as like the trade competition and how you can use things to do this and do that, it's actually really intelligent and pretty fun that way. Don't forget about Sanctuary Shattered Sun. Also found out you can break the map and drop people into the sun. Oh, wow. That's weird. That I can't, like I said, there's so many cool things coming out. This next month, it's always, what is this, March, right, coming up? It's always March. March is always, it's March, it's January, it's February, March, and April are always the worst when it comes to release dates. And how many, like, games are coming out all at the bloody same time. So, it just can't be helped. So, we're going to take it one step at a time and focus on the ones we can get and the ones we will kind of show off specifically on my channel. And then the others will filter in as we go. Slowly. I've pretty much only been playing strategy games recently. Same here. I think, and I've actually been noticing that becoming a trend on YouTube a little bit as well. And I think the reason why that is, and this is nothing against other genres of games, it's gotten to the point where other genre of games is kind of starting to get, I don't know what, I'm not trying to sound mean. I'm trying to think of the right word for this. Almost drawn out. Like, we're having a hard time keeping it as unique as strategy games can be. Because the thing about a strategy game is, there are so many things a strategy game can do that you could make 1,000,000 of them, and not a single one will be exactly the same. They'll be similar, but they'll never be fully the same. They'll always have something this slightly different, or this different, and this may be a different flavor. It's like ice cream almost. But whereas other genres have a harder time doing this, because it's like how, other than the realism factor, how much more different can you make a shooting game other than adding other mechanics that aren't in base original shooter style games that start to take it away from being a normal shooter without it becoming just the same thing. It's like, for instance, I'll give you an example. Even though it's still a shooter, that new Starship Trooper game that's coming out, that's first person, where you build up your base, kind of like Starhawk and Warhawk did. But against the Arachnid. That game is borderline a tactical strategy more than a shooter. So you run into this issue. When is it still the same genre in those type of genres that have a harder time being unique? So, the RTS genre is making a slow revival. Likely due to the rise of RTS games on console again. That is true too. But once again, why is that rise happening versus shooters, versus hack and slashes? Like, all of them, all the original lead horses, if you would call it, of the console industry are kind of vanishing. And I do think has a lot to do with a lot of them jumped. Here's my biggest thing I think it is. we're not going to go deep into this, but I think the other genres are suffering because their companies jumped on the bandwagon and started trying to make all these hack and slashers and shooters into free-to-play loot box hounds instead of gameplay. Like, instead of games. Instead of, making the player want to actually keep going in this game without it just being, oh, I'm doing it to get this cool-looking outfit. It's like... And that's what a lot of shooters and hack and slashers have become. So it has kind of drawn down the industry pretty deftly hard. Whereas strategy's not doing this. There are very few strategies out there who nickel and dime you. Like, very few. A lot of them are really quality games. They do things very uniquely. Like Paradox alone. Even though I give them a little hard time here and there with some of the organization style they have with some of their games, I love their games. I absolutely love Paradox. Absolutely love them. They make some of the best strategy games out there. Along with, like, oh, my brain. Ubisoft has some good ones. They've been kind of tanking in some areas, but once again, it's all mostly in the area of hack and slash and shooter, where the rest of their games that are strategy based, that are Ubisoft, are still doing good. So it's like, strategy's winning. Something has changed where strategy's, because it's its unique way of doing things, it's staying alive. The others are having a hard time. So, yeah, it is hard to monetize an RTS. It really is. There's only a couple I've seen kind of do it somewhat successfully, and even then it's hard to keep it, that successful. But, it's crazy. But, yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm fine with it. Me being an RTS hound from even childhood, this does not bother me. I absolutely love that RTSs are kind of taking the reins. For a second there, I thought I heard a message from Darius, but I didn't see anything pop up. But yeah, welcome everyone. Today's episode is gonna be different. Let's go ahead and start loading up. There's my U.S. campaign I'm doing with right now. I'm now fighting in the Philippines. Yeah, I do hear that, but it's not showing. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me check Darius's messages. Why are you not sure? Why is my Steam overlay not? Oh, because I'm not in a Steam game. 10 minutes and no gameplay. Yeah, I know. I like to talk. I wanted to talk. Since I can't do vlogs right now, I wanted to get all the scheduling and all the important information for the streaming schedule out of the way. We're done now, though, with that. Let's get into it. 36. Other countries. Select country. Now, we're going to start for this episode. We're going to see how good this goes. If it tanks, then we'll either try again or I'll let everyone vote again on who they want me to play as. But for right now, we're going to start as Portugal. So they're non-aligned. Our goal is to reunite with Brazil and then use Brazil's size to get intervened in this somehow. Because I couldn't care less what happens up here. We are going to have it play historically, AI-wise, and also give us the events that would happen historically for Portugal. We're not going to be concerned with any of this over here. This is not our problem. This, however, is. My goal with this unique, weird, alternate history is to have Brazil invade over here and try to take some of this, along with reuniting Brazil. I think the first thing what we'll do, non-historically, is if we can re-grab all this, if we can get reunited with this, we're going to take all of this for ourselves. All of South America is going to belong to us. And then after that, we'll see what the situation over here is. Because we do technically have a spot here. And, already into this territory, but it's not really big. And this might get lost to Civil War. I'm actually not sure where the Civil War happens. So. Yeah, Tim King said United Kingdom. I vote Liechtenstein? Where the heck is that? You being joking for us? Is that? I would laugh if that actually is a place. Unless you're talking about Germany. That's why I'm thinking you're joking. Also, there are so many people we could play as. We do get Portugal down here as well. I think the irony is, we're going to have to figure out what our... Before we do anything and unpause, we need to figure out where our main line is and where our capital and everything is. Because I did get some tips from Wendy in the chat to... or in the comments to try to put certain things near the capital so when a civil war breaks out, I can help win certain fights against my own. We're going to try to not let that happen. We're going to try to avoid a civil war, but we'll see. Hold on, let me check let's check Darius here. Sucks I'm gonna have to keep doing here. I wonder if I do that and I do this, does that just show it? Dang it doesn't. I was hoping it would stay up so I could just hit one button. Time to show off upcoming Bannerlord mod. That place is tiny. Yeah, well, we're scattered. We're a bunch of scattered territories is what Portugal is. Because it's a separated part of Brazil, and if we take Brazil back, we become united. That's if. I'm still a newbie at this game, so for everyone who's still a veteran like Wendy and anyone else who plays this, forgive me if I do terrible. Because I am still a noob. Alright, let us begin as Portugal. In Hearts of Iron 4, Portugal has no oil and no steel, so no one wants to conquer Portugal. That is pretty smart. Because we have no real resources, they don't want us. So, it says the capital is Lisbon. Yeah, I already am getting resource problems. This is gonna be a hard one. Oh, yeah, I see this. Yep, there are only two down here. Two over here. Is there anything in this little one? No. I'm probably just gonna let that go unless that's important. This isn't us yet. I don't know why I looked at that. Alright, there's a lot to learn. Alright, let's do some research. So, land research is important from what you told me. Give me a suggestion from Wendy. So support equipment is definitely a must. What about these trucks? Yeah, see. I'll get that second. I feel like we need our infantry equipment first. So let that be one. Probably research speed immediately. I'll change these if it's not. Just let me know. And then... construction? Yeah, construction speed. I'll say that's probably what the start is. You have a tiny colony in eastern India. I do. Looking for my name. It's been a while. Forgive me, like I said, my geography is not as good as it used to be when I was young. Wait, there's nothing down here near Australia. So Australia would be an interesting play. Let me see what Darius just said. Yeah, research speed is important. Nice. Let me check what Darius just said. Oh! Let's see, that's a picture of Bannerlord from what Darius has been playing with mod-wise. We got the Sabaton fan in chat. Alright. Sorry, Western India. So wouldn't that be... My brain is not working today. Why don't I see India? Because they're not formed yet. Because we got two down here. That's Italy. Italy. Portugal. Why do I not see the Portugal emblem anywhere? Nah, we'll get it figured out. It's gonna take us there anyways when we have to build certain things. Is there anything over here? I know there's not gonna be anything over here. Is there anything tiny over here near Mexico? No. I don't see our name anywhere around here. This isn't me, is it? No. Okay. That should be good for now. Let's start working on stuff. So, free civilian factories. Woo! Ouch! Only 11. Oh. Uh-huh. Okay. So that's what I was worried about. Is that the same way with the rest of them? You're blue. Oh, the rest of these are blue. That's... See, that I'm still new on. You'll also have some small Atlantic Ocean islands between Portugal and Brazil. Okay. Oh, I see them. I see these. Are these green or blue? These look green. So these actually belong to me. Ooh, convoys are going to be super important. Okay. So. That's something I haven't been able to figure out. So, explain to me something I'm not... Oh, yo, Darius, welcome to the YouTube chat as well. Let's see. Into the Motherland, the German Army March. Welcome, Historic Gamer. We'll play Germany eventually. I am going to do a few playthroughs on this game from different perspectives. But, so explain something I'm not sure yet about Wendy or Darius, since you play this as well. You have to zoom way in. Look for British Raj. Oh, okay. I knew the British Raj was part of India, but I have to zoom way in. Hold on, let me put my normal map back. So, you said west. There's Iran. Okay, Afghanistan. Nepal. Tibet's not mine, is it? No. Yanwan. You said west. Is it down here? Is there an island? I am not seeing it. I'm probably blind as heck, chat. I assume. Is there an island in between here? Like a little bitty sub little area? Yeah, I do not see it. I figured it... I thought it would be like somewhere in between here. That's all Russia. There's the British Raj. Oh, there it is! Oh my god! Found it! Wow. Wow. Is this worth even worrying about? Who? You know what? Let's look at that first. Who is our actual friends? Do we have any? Probably not. Probably all neutral. Okay, no. Austria likes us. Albany likes us. Afghanistan likes us. God, I couldn't talk right there. Argentina likes us. Austria likes us. Bolivia and Brazil. Of course, Brazil. So Brazil must be my main person I would probably want to be friends with, I assume. The British Raj are... Huh. They like us, but we don't like them. Is that right? Oh no, reverse. They don't like us, but we like them. Okay, reverse that. Bulgaria, Ethiopia, Finland. That I can't rely on that one. That's not going to be there at a certain point. Neither is that. Okay. These will most... I'm pretty sure these never really get touched. So ironically, these two are also our friend. Greece, can't rely on that. Hungary, okay. Latvia, can't rely on that. Okay. We'll go through that as we go. That's interesting. Oh, you can actually filter it. I never realized that. So if we click filter by non-aligned. Yeah, see, it's all the non-aligned ones that like us. That makes sense. So we want to kind of stick to this window. At least for a while. Or maybe, I say that. Won't both trade with me? Like, all of these? As long as I make it even, I guess? None of these like me, though. I would have to build up relations with these. What about communists? Nope. Democrat? Nope, none of them either. So none of the other factions that are non-aligned are immediately going to be friendly. We're going to have to build up relations like you said, Wendy. Gotcha. So mostly that's the one I want. Portugal also has a Chinese treaty port. You also have a colony on the half of the easternmost tiny island of Indonesia. Wow. We have colonies everywhere. Also a Chinese port, really? That's probably going to be bloody hard to see. Let me guess, it's got to be right here. I see blue. Yep, right here. See that? It's at Macau. Oh, God, it's at Macau? Oh, that's going to suck for that port. That poor port. I see what you mean by the Macau trophy, though. I think, didn't you mention something about a trophy about this? Or an achievement? I say trophy. I'm a PlayStation boy. I grew up on PlayStation when I was young. Okay, so yeah, that's our port down there. What was the other one? Indonesia. Oh. Oh God. Sorry. This shows how bad my geography has gotten over the years as I've become an old man. We don't remember half of where anything is. Other than the big boys. The ones that you see in the news every day. It's like, when you're not studying, like, geography anymore, like, other than just bloody news, which I don't even tend to watch that much anymore just because of how sad everything's gotten. You forget everything. You're like, where's Indonesia again? Because your brain's gone dumb? Ah, wait, isn't this it? Indies. So what did you say it was? Yeah, that achievement sucked. Yeah, oh, Gary, were you the one that told me about it? I can't remember who told me. But yeah, that achievement seems like it. Just looking at this now, this achievement seems like you better have some patience if you're going to try to pull this achievement off. Just because of what's going to happen to this place in general. This would also be a speed run. You would have to do this before, this happens. Because if that gets over here, before you can get that you ain't getting that. Oh, man. So you would have to wage a very early fight, I feel like, to keep it out of that situation. So where was the other one? Helpful if you want to get the Macau. My day is the only colony of Macau. That's true, but it is a terrible hard. It sounds like to do. But all right, let's start sorting stuff out now. Enough of all that. All right, where do you think I should for everyone in chat? Since I'm still a newbie, I want to learn from you guys. Where do y'all think I should prioritize my, like, civilian and stuff factory in the small areas? Real quick before I do that. There's Lisbon. How many are in Lisbon? 6. So Lisbon's maxed out. I actually can't put anything in Lisbon. So that's interesting. So is this one. So most of these, that's kind of terrible. Most of these are actually pretty already stacked. How many military factories do we have? Hold on, I gotta go to my other screen for that. 2! Yay! Yeah, this is gonna be a... Excuse my language in my head. Oh boy. Well, I feel like we're never going to win in the ocean. So I feel like the only thing we should care about naval-wise is convoys. Just like, give me the convoys so we can transport between our islands. Like our little island colonies. Invest everything into a UK partnership. Try marrying into the royal family. They'll be needing fresh bloodlines. We are actually doing a royal wedding thing, just not with UK. That's actually how we're going to get Brazil back. But oh my goodness. I can tell this playthrough is going to be fun, but also very hard. I knew it was going to be, though. Yeah, I know the song Panzerkampf. He meant Soviet Union. Let's see. Zoom in. Let's see. Portugal also has Chinese port. You also have a colony. Invest everything into Argentina and retake the Falklands. I like everyone's like... I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you actually can't do the royal wedding unless you have the deal. Oh, really? We can't? Ah, then we might have to change for tonight. Oh, I didn't know that. Pooh. That's my bad, though. I should have researched that. Then maybe we have to do this differently. So what would we want to... So, suggestions then, chat. What would y'all like to see me do then? Do you want me to stay with Portugal and we go a different route? Maybe we go, like, after some territories you would never try to do. Maybe we actually do attack the Chinese independent. Maybe we should actually try to go for Macau. I would have to get so many troops over there, though, naval-wise. How far is that? Hold on. So let's say I built them here. There's probably nothing here. Oh, let's see. Yep, there's absolutely nothing here, and nothing can be built here. So, they wouldn't be able to come from there. What about here? 1. And the infrastructure here, 2. And the infrastructure here is... Woo. So what do y'all think we should do here? Like, what are y'all's best suggestions here for a alternative playthrough? Since we can't do that tonight, we should probably do something a bit different. And I'll just rename the title. You can build up and conquer Spain. True. Very true. Invade Brazil anyways? Ooh. Yeah, I mean... I could get there a lot closer. I mean, I could just force it. Like, hey, maybe we conquer Brazil. God, that would be hilarious. Could you imagine how embarrassing... I just want to say how embarrassing that probably would be in all actuality. How big Brazil is. And, you know, I guess it would... You know what? I guess landmass don't make a difference. If it doesn't have a good infrastructure to hold that line, It's not going to matter. I mean, landmass will make it take longer to conquer, but if you don't have the troops to maintain it, they don't really matter at the end of the day. That would be an interesting one. Build a land fort in Lisbon. Build a land fort in Lisbon. Okay. Which part of like the main? I assume you're talking about the capital. Because we can do it along the entire coast of Lisbon, but I'll do the capital. Yeah, because there's 10 here for that. Okay. There's a lot of defenses that can be in the Lisbon capital. Is there a port here? Yeah, it's at level 1. Capital hub. Oh, no, there's not. That might be a thing as well. Oh, so what are we lacking on? Steel mainly and aluminum for now. Oh, and we will need oil as well. Rubber we're kind of producing, but we're at neutral because we're also using it. Ooh! I know who has a lot of steel. I wonder, could I use their shipment lanes? Because no one's ever going to really counter this side of the shipment lanes for a long time. I could use the United States to get what I need. And go for Brazil. Or Spain. Might go for Spain first, then Brazil. I'm not really sure yet. We're going to need more civilian factories, though, if we're going to maintain. Like, we desperately need civilian factories if we're going to maintain trade. Maybe that's something I should do on the islands. This is going to be weird. Because I feel like doing military factories out here would be pointless. At least in the beginning. Cheap level 1 forts are great. For now, don't import anything. Okay. We won't import anything then. Let's see. Always protect your capital with a level 1 fort. Oh, and a coastal fort. That'll get a coastal fort and a regular fort. Don't mess with RT. We go to war for that. Check the focus tree. I've got to slowly filter through all the comments tonight. Ooh. Whoa, they get, whoa. What are these? Whoa. Whoa, that's pretty nice for being small. That as well. Oh, actually, all of this is pretty good. That seems like something you want immediately so you can build everything quick. And then this probably. So you can conquer the land. So yeah, we would want to go this if we were going to go against Brazil. Like this and this. If we're going against Spain, I feel like this and this. Or this and this. But we're not going to have a lot of factories. So I'm like... Okay. So we've got army effect. This makes the land doctrines 50% cheaper, and I naturally get an extra +5 to army right away. Infantry and support artillery research bonus. we're not going to worry about aviation and that until we know which one. And industry research bonus. Ooh, political power immediately. Industrial effort first, heavy on the left. Oh. So industrial effort first. That does make sense. I was thinking about that. Because we are a small little country. I'm going to go ahead and set up what we're missing. So I think so we've got infantry equipment being made. The next is towed artillery. We desperately need that. We don't have anti-tank unlocked, so we'll do that. Once we get an extra factory, hopefully up and running, we can start doing that. There's unassigned divisions. Yep, decisions can be made. This is what I want to look at. So, what is this? That makes supply hub constructions faster. That hurts our stability. Radio propaganda. Yeah, we don't actually have a lot of world event decisions right now we can do since we can't do the DLC. Yeah, we'll worry about that later. We're not importing anything for now. Let's see, the left side of industrial effort gives you civilian factories. Ah, okay, that makes sense. Let's see. Alright, we're gonna speed it up a little bit. I don't think we can really do anything else unless y'all recommend me starting something up yet. But since we're not doing any import at the moment, it'll take 3.4 years to fill up our reserves. Let's see. It's gonna take a bit. Oh. Huh. Huh. I like this. This is cool. We can do like I've never played as a non-aligned, so this is definitely interesting. Let's see, the right-hand side gives you military factories. Put that off for a year or so until your tech is better. Or otherwise your factories are making obsolete equipment. That's a good point. That's a mistake I actually made with the US even a little bit, because I didn't realize there's really no point in making the early level equipment when you're not going to be using it at all. You should just leave everything as is and let your industry boom first. And then switch everything to military. Usually you want to switch with them around 1938, 1939 to full military. That's how I ended. Like, I'm dominating in the Philippines. I don't think I'm supposed to be. I think I might have overkilled it a bit. But we'll see. Like, Japan has barely even touched the Philippines. Let me know if y'all want it to go faster, too. I don't know what speed is the recommended playstyle for Portugal. I tend to take risks and play almost in the red half the time with most things, just because if I make a mistake... Oh, what was that? Free civilian factories. Okay, things are made. So now, I'm assuming maybe infrastructure would be a good idea, just because it's terrible. What do y'all think? In chat. Any infrastructure upgrades, or just leave everything done until this is finished? Well, something else. I don't have a navy, I assume. Yeah, that's sure. That's a navy. We're definitely not gonna try to win any water battles. Wrong one. We have 2 planes. Well, 24 planes, but, you know, 2 squads. Yeah, okay. At the beginning, 5 speed is okay. Just see. Infrastructure where you have resources gets you more resource production. Where I have resources? Okay. So, like, places, I see what you mean. So, places that have actual, like, things like these. This one desperately needs it. This is a 40. And there is, I think that's tungsten? There's tungsten there. I'm not going to do it up here. There's nothing up there. There's nothing there. These 2 could use it, but since we're limited on slots, I'm not going to touch that. Let's go look at our others. You have rubber. I'll give you 1. Yeah, oh, I see it does. It makes it go up by +1 when you do that. Did that show that for the tungsten? It did, +30. And I never oh my goodness, I don't think I even knew that as America. I don't think I ever actually paid attention to that number actually going up. I did it for, like, I figured it was just made things faster from one place to another. Like, transports, like trucks transporting stuff, and all, or trains, or whatever. Well, trains are their own thing. They're this one, but... Okay, cool. Did not know that. Really, to be fair, you can be really lazy. What is this, an island? There's a tiny island right here. There's nothing on that island, though, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. You don't have any resources... You have rubber. I'll give you 1. This whole area might need an upgrade, though, just because of how terrible it is. Gotta remember where all those French places is. There's one over here. That don't have anything. That don't have anything. Do my islands have anything? That one doesn't. Yeah, that's a pretty big island, actually. As far as, like, infrastructure is concerned. So is that one. There we go. Just zoomed in enough. I don't see any others that look promising, so I'll leave it there. That is what we'll do for now. Generally, the doubles and triple digit resources are best for building infrastructure since the increase is... Oh, it's percentage based. Okay. That's good to know. So the bigger the resource, so in this instance, I'll bring it back up so I can look at it. In this instance, where to go? Here. 210 tungsten. That gave it a +30 to be like 240 soon. I see. I'm gonna turn up the speed. So at the beginning, 5 times speed is okay, is what everyone said. So I'm gonna try it. Like I said, this is more of a fun playthrough tonight, and just get us all acquainted to playing some Hearts of Iron together. Plus, I didn't know I needed DLC, so we'll come back to Portugal for a full playthrough once I get the DLCs. I think the next episode of Hearts of Iron we'll pick one of the other factions, Maybe one of the big ones just to make it easy since we only have vanilla. And decide who we want to go, whose perspective we want to see it from. Or at least one of the ones linked to the big ones as well. We could do that too. Like France would be an interesting one. Because we have to deal with losing part of our nation. Italy moves to annex the Sultanate of Aswa. I also would highly recommend Romania. Romania? Where do they start at? Right here, yeah. That's interesting. I mean, like I said, I'm down for playing anybody. But this does, yeah, see, that seems like a good spot. That seems like a cool spot to be in for the vanilla game. Because you got the big old bear over here. You got Poland, which this is going to get attacked anyways. So that won't be Poland forever. Czechoslovakia, same thing here though. A lot of these get hit. I think, doesn't even Romania get hit at some point? That'd be an interesting thing to try to ward off or change the future of over here, vanilla game wise. That'd be cool. Go for even more research speed when the next research comes up. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yep. Submits to Italian demands. Yep, that's Italy over here slapping around down here. Yep, there it is. Already has begun. Right here. I pointed at the wrong one. Yep. Oh, there it is. Stop. Yep, remilitarization of the Rhinelands. Alright, that is research speed into industry. So, yeah, I assume we want to just blitzkrieg this. Oh. Oh, but it adds one building slot and it adds a civilian factory. Okay. Go for even more. Alright, okay, good. How's our research doing? 25 days or 24 days going down until research is done. That's just our normal. Not sure why that went away for just a second. Military Corps. Should we go ahead and get a military officer and start getting that army up? I assume it would be this. That we would want to go for one of the army specialists. Division training time, minus 10% is pretty good. That's pretty good too, though. All three of those are good. After your two 1936 research speeds ups are done, go hard on researching concentrated industry. Do you have a... No, I do not. Let me check that. Let's see if we get one for them. I assume everyone gets one? That's actually a really good one. There it is. Okay, so we'll wait and get that. Yep, Spanish Civil War has begun already. See, if we were already able to produce troops, this would be a beautiful time to do this. But... that's research. Yeah, this is this one. Yeah, this would be amazing to do. Like, we would have such a easy time doing this if we were to take advantage of this right now. Also to the left of concentrated industry is a parallel research branch, which, like concentrated industry, speeds up production from military factories. Let me... Wait, you said it was next to it? That's not the right thing. You talking about that? You talking about the production efficiency cap? You said left, right? Yeah, left. So it's got, yeah. So all the way up to here, yeah. Yeah, I've done this. This part I learned pretty quickly with America. That this is a big thing, since we have so many factories over there, or over here where I live, and especially even back then. This is a big thing. So. Welcome to the chat. Welcome. But yeah, that is our plan though, while we're waiting. Oops, shit, hold on. Excuse my language. Now I have enough to get my... Is this... Yeah, Silent Workhorse. He's not great. But... Yeah, because that's... I feel like we want this guy second. Let me wait and see. Alright, he'll pay for himself in time. Yeah, he will. Yeah, I was just trying to debate if we wanted him this early, but I agree. Pretty sure we do. Yeah. I'm gonna go with that. Okay. Yep, just keep going. Keep on trekking down that line to give me more factories. Because the more that, yeah, see? The more that happens, see, now we're starting to have at least some decent factory numbers. Or at least for a small nation. This looks tiny to me compared to what I was used to. I thought what America had was kind of weird because I had no comparison of the other factions. Yeah, okay, I really do not think, you know, any longer that I didn't have enough. It's just there's so much territory over there, it takes forever for anything to get done. Oh, that's out of date. That's out of date. We need the trucks. Mountaineers would probably be good, but let's get some trucks for transport and for military to unlock motorization. Sadly, I can't understand what you're saying, bro. Sadly, I only know English. One day I'll learn a lot more languages. One day I do intend on it down the road, but sadly I only know English at the moment. But welcome either way. Yes, Silent Workhorse is indeed great. Not all countries have one available. Yeah. But yeah, we're definitely going to do my strategy for the Tycoon setup this week and this next 2 weeks. We're going to save Resident Evil I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. That way we know what I'm talking about and it doesn't confuse anybody. I'm gonna save Resident Evil for the beginning of the month. We're gonna get a certain city builder that just came out, or excuse me, will come out on console. Midnight for me tonight, I think. And 40 minutes or so, 30 minutes or so. Whoops, pause. For Tam King. Ethiopia has capitulated. But you know, surprisingly, we have a lot of stability for, you know, us being so small and fractured. I would love to see some troop strength. Oop. Alright, construction is done. How? Let me check out. Before I do that, this isn't finished yet. Yeah, everything's doing that, so I assume we go... Nope, not that. Go ahead and do this. I can always change it. But I feel like we need that concentrated industry pretty quick. Let's see, you need to use your... Oh! You need to use your research speed bonus soon for either more production per military factory or else for refinery tech. Ah, okay. I went for more military factories, so that way we can be ready to fight if we need to. Probably should have went oil refinery to be fair, but we are losing a little bit. But a surprising amount of war support too, right? 53% already somehow. Half of the population wants me to attack Spain. Which half of the population would be only about 20, no, 30 something K. It's not a lot compared to other countries. Construction effort 2 done. Okay. And this is adding infrastructure. But hold on. Lisbon and Porto. Here and here. It's kind of weird it's going here. I get why it's going here. Okay. Wrong thing. Do we just push this? Should we just keep pushing this, y'all? This does seem a little strange. It's gonna take up a slot. Does that matter? So that's gonna add another infrastructure slot to the north. That'll fully fill it up. These are all research. These are, I know, important. That won't happen for a while, to be fair. Why you traitor Spain? Ah, because that's what everyone voted for. We all wanted to play some Portugal. Doesn't matter who we play. It's always gonna be fun. Also, welcome. Push it to get closer to get closer to another research. Gotcha. infrastructure cap is separate from building slots. So you'll have some room to build stuff. Oh, that's right. See, this is why I said I'm a noob. Forget, yeah, this 5 is different than this. Because it's a different section. Gotcha. Yep. That's why these are here. Self-province building. Shared buildings. Pausing. State buildings. Oh, Olympics. The Olympic Games. Send volunteers to Franco. We don't have the ability, sadly, to do that. At least not in this playthrough. Don't worry, Spain will be united eventually. Just maybe under a different, you know, name. Oh, we got, what is that? Modify government, okay. Alright, so we've got wow, we're actually getting a lot of political power now. So, we've got the ability to now get our captain of industry if we want it. Or we can modify the military corps and go ahead and get an army general, earning us army XP. To start making divisions later on. Also, you know what I forgot to do? That's free. Okay. They're all free to do that, right? Oh, this one. This is the one with the 2 infantry division. Ah. Only 200 infantry equipment required for these versus the main, which is a lot more, I assume. Yep, 610. And our current resources are terrible. Yep, that's not good. I see why we want to use the smaller ones. Anytime you see a laboratory flask icon, it has something to do with extra research. Chief of Army is usually nice. That's what I was thinking. So we can go ahead and start modifying military. So who do we want? Do we want division training time so they take a lot less time to get out on the field? Probably a good idea. Do we want them to be tankier at holding the line? Also a good idea for how small we are. Or do we want them to be... all 3 of these are good for a small nation. Less supply used outside of combat. Less training time. Or more defense. Also, I'm kind of using this stream for y'all to be able to, like, play this game with me as well. That's also why I want y'all to make suggestions, too. Because this is kind of our group playthrough tonight. Let's see. Daria says, well, gonna lurk since I'm 90% sure Farseer went to sleep. Don't at 12 a.m., folks. Your sleep. Don't drink at 12 a.m., folks. Your sleep schedule will be. Yep, I've done like I said to her. I've done that before. It's not a good idea. That's why I do things like that on the weekend if I'm gonna do that. I'm thinking being able to get more units quick if we are gonna try to rush for attacking at least somewhat of Spain tonight. I don't know if we'll get to it tonight. We might. If I keep it on fast speed, we might. I'm gonna be aggressive. Since this isn't our main playthrough of Portugal until we get the DLC, I'm gonna be aggressive. Alright, then... I think I'm actually not gonna build much right now. Just because I'm gonna let this do it. Because this is gonna be adding all kinds of stuff now. Infrastructures. Actually, it's only adding infrastructure now. Is that all the civilian factories we're gonna get automatically? This gives us military. That gives us more civilians in Lisbon, but that'll happen after we get to here. Because then we can get more infrastructure, or we can get... No, we should keep going this way. Okay. Yeah. 39 out of 70 days. See, the division defense is kind of like a long-term thing. Like when you get around 1945 and the Germans might be attacking with a division that has about 500 soft attack. More defense is better then. That's what I thought. I figured early game that it would be a terrible idea to do that. Especially if we're going to try to be aggressive in this playthrough in time before it ends. At least on Spain at all. If we get, like I said, if we get a chance to do that. Alright, basic machine tools are now done. Let's force in for concentrated. I want to get that as up and running as quickly as possible, so we're making as much equipment as fast as we can as a small nation. Once again, going towards that aggressive route. I want that aggression. I wonder if I should build a little bit now. Could get a... Where is those extra military factories all going? Centaurum, Guarada, Lisbon, and that's it. Yeah, we can't do any more in Lisbon. Guarada can get one extra one. We need to be able to build a refinery there at some point, so we need to leave a slot for that. Two civilian factories, two building slots, yeah. Okay. It's been, let's see. Also, I'm not sure how exactly it works, but division defense also gives you a buff to breakthrough and offense. It's been tested and it works, but I don't know how. Well, I guess that makes sense. You know, I mean, let's look at it real quick before we start. I guess that would kind of make sense, because I still don't think it's what we're going to go right now. So if you read it, how many attacks a unit can attempt to avoid while on the defensive. But, that being said, sometimes when you're pushing, you need to be able to hold out against a unit pushing back against you from another side, right? So, I'll zoom in real quick. So, let's say your unit is here like our unit here. Our unit here in Porto, the dock near Porto, the capital of Porto, let's say we're attacking this direction. But there's a unit attacking from here. That keeps you from losing points here. So if they're attacking from here and you're attacking here, to stay on effective offensive, it would make sense that that's why that works. Why breakthrough also is affected by this. I assume. I'm assuming that's why that plays in like that. This game's super detailed in that fashion, so that does not surprise me. Oh, EA app needs a restart. I'll do that another time. We're not playing any of those right now. Because I noticed that when I was fighting in Philippines, that I was having a problem pushing. Oops, pause. I was having a problem pushing because there was a Japanese unit pushing from my left while I'm pushing forward. to try to get them off the coast at the dock. But there was one on my left that had captured the territory just left of the dock trying to get me out. So, that makes perfect sense. Alright, let's get that. Let's get... We need those extra research slots, so let's just keep getting some infrastructure going. Let's just keep pushing that infrastructure up. How are we doing on that now? Ooh, not bad. Ooh, 100 here, 60 here, 80 here, 60 here, 60 here. Now, it's all on the main island. I assume none of these are getting it. Yeah. I didn't think so. I didn't think so. Yeah, none of these are getting any love. But... You know what? To give my... I'll change this. Like, what I'll do... Don't freak out when I do this. If it ends up being we need something else built, I'll just move these down in priority. But I'm actually going to work on just a tiny bit of infrastructure over there. Just a little bit. We're not going to... That's all we're going to do. We're going to do like 2 to 3 at a time at best. We don't have a lot of factories anyways. Not yet. It's getting there though. Check the details on your concentrated industry research. You might see every level gives you an extra percentage of factory slots. Oh, does it? That's not the right thing. Oh, it does! Max factories in a state plus 20%. Okay. So, let me check something then, because I am feeling a little bit uneasy with our equipment. Yeah, there's still 696 slots. I need more than this. 2 military factories just ain't cutting it. Alright, we're going to build at least 2 more. Now that we know that happens, I'm going to do them in places we know it can't hurt us too bad. So let's do 1 here. Because that'll bring us to 3. Does it? It matters when it's way over here, doesn't it? Yeah, I can't really build anything over here anyways. Yeah, let's focus on the main island. I'll do 1 here as well for now, since we're gonna get more factories. I'm gonna put these both up, just like I said I would, because this is not as important. Those are gonna happen now. Oh, we are getting... How come... Wow. I will say one thing Portugal has that America actually had to build up to because of its Great Depression start. God, the political power that we earned for such a small nation is ridiculous. Also, damn, we're at 100% stability. Like, dang. We're already back to 127. We could get another commander, but I actually think we need to go back to making government. So, we'll wait till we have 150. It did take me a while to get a good, easy keyboard set up for me to use for this game. That also, just to give everyone a heads up when we're playing games. For anyone new to the channel, if it takes me a while to set up controls during a stream, forgive me on that. I do have to kind of customize a lot of my controls because because of me being in a wheelchair and stuff. So, I end up having to redo a lot. So if it takes a minute to get that kind of stuff situated, forgive me on that. But this, I did all, since I knew how complicated this game was, I did all that off camera, so y'all wouldn't have to watch that. Certain games I do that with. I'm thinking Captain of Industry now. Let's just build things fast. And the rest of these we don't really need. Well, I say that. That's aggressive as hell. I think we'll wait on that. Let's go with this first, and we'll come back to that. That would give us better defense and damage to divisions if they lose fights. They'll suffer less casualties. Navy mutiny? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Now we have a problem. How much of it's communist? 10%. So, luckily, we still hold 60% of that. It's not like it's going to be that big. The Navy's what? 9 ships? So, what is that? 10% of that is like, what, 1 ship? Maybe 2? That's interesting. I knew that was coming. Because I was warned that rebellion is kind of a thing with this faction. Okay. We're not going to unpause because now I have to see if there's a way to stop that. Woo! Adds 1 building slot to Beja. That's pretty cool. We don't have enough. I would need to do this. Because that's who's rebelling. Okay. No one expects the Spanish Inquisition. Right? They never do. Okay, that's not too terrible. That could have been worse. The mutiny has been crushed thanks to the swift actions taken by our loyal coastal forces. The rebels have been arrested and punished according to their treacherous acts. So did they even... I don't even think they got a whole ship. They must have had half a ship. No, I'm just kidding. Was punished according to the treacherous acts. To prevent further insubordination attempts, we have replaced the crews of the ships involved in the revolt with reliable sailors affiliated with our organizations. 500 is not that bad. It could have been terribly worse. Like, that could have been terrible. Did the percentage go up at all? No, we're still good, it seems. Yeah, look how quick we build up freaking political power at this speed. Oh, I mean, at some point they do, but it's like, I wish America did that quick. Make things so... It'd probably make things too easy, though. It's probably why. That's what the Great Depression was for. No, I'm just kidding. It was to make this game fair. That's why it happened. Alright, research speed is done. Can we get the next one? Not yet. It's a year out, so we'll wait on that. Because that'll take way too long to get. So if that's the case... That's it. That's 0.10 years out. That's resource gain. Let's work on... That's for resources. We need fuel. Let's work on fuel. And then trucks are done for the infantry. We're not going to worry about mechanized for a long time. I feel like Mountaineers would be a good choice, but let's check up here and check these. So these are still a year out. So let's get some Mountaineer. Well, actually, let me check my territory before I say that. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of mountainous regions. Lisbon isn't. It's more... What does it say? Urban. Yeah. So that's urban. This is mountainous and plains and forest. Okay. Because aren't these better? It doesn't say. Oh, let's see. See if you're missing any 1920s era warship hulls. Gotcha. Yes. No, wait. Yes. 1922. Yep. Alright, we got a few actually. Let's start working on these. Let's go cruiser. Because we will have more research soon, so. Getting there. Gotta wait for those. Oh. Alright, infrastructure effort 2. I feel like research is a big thing. We need to stay ahead in tech. Let's get that research slot. Alright, one of the military factories got down, so that should assign that to... Yep, towed artillery. So now we're getting some artillery made. Good. We have 184 convoys currently. Used only 3 at the moment for trade and supply. Alright, government reform available again. Fuel storage is done. Probably should start being able to do synthetic factories so we can get oil faster. How are we doing? 2.9 years to fill it up. Daily gains 48. We can hold 91k. For now, in your Navy research, just focus on submarines and destroyers and cruisers. And the 1920 version of the aircraft carrier. Okay. So destroyer, cruiser, aircraft carrier. Let's try to get both then. We can't do that yet. We already got our destroyer for the 1920s. The submarine... Oh, the submarines are already researched. Okay. So, a better destroyer is probably a better idea. That's more for long term, I feel. That makes them faster. Okay. A battleship will take so long to build that by the time it launches, it will be obsolete. That's true. Extra research slot. Nice. Let's get another extra research. I want as many... Oh, wait, I can't yet. I have to have more factories than 50. So we can't do that for a while. So we've hit a dead end here. Let us try... Let's get this. Get some more industry going. Extra research slot. Alright, destroyer is being researched. Cruiser is being researched. Let's get that carrier up and running. That 1920 carrier. Now, a lot of this is being... Do y'all think we should start importing now that we're building ships? Should we start importing some steel? Let's see. Yes. That's what I figured. Okay. Steel it is. We know who we're getting it from. We'll do that. That's perfect. 16 will be enough for now. We'll up it as we go. I don't want to overdo it either. We don't exactly have too many convoys. We have enough to spare. Like, we have 190. It's not like I couldn't. But we'll start with small amounts. Let's unpause it. Now the only one we're missing is aluminum. France is going to get hit too hard. You know what? Since we're going to be going after what's it called, let's just, we're only going to send one. Because we don't have a lot of civilian factories. How many does that leave me with? 12. We're going to get some more, though. Oh, but only one batch. Okay, well, let me change that. Wrong button. Start with the steel one. Go back to steel. What? So I assume that's one. Let's see, but only one batch. But then, okay, Wendy says don't import at all, but the ships won't get built otherwise, though. Don't they need steel? I guess we're not building them technically yet. Yeah, they require 2 steel. So is the submarine. And then you know what? What I'm gonna do is change that a little bit. Let's see. Can we get away with just one? Let's see if we can get away with just one. We'll do that for both. Just one for both. We need 3 to get 8 out of that, though. Who's running out? Yeah, see, it's -1 now. Well, if that's the case, we might not want to import it all then. Maybe we want to wait. This one's a positive with very little ships. Waiting to see if anyone else says anything else. We'll unpause it for now. We'll let that run as is, and we'll beef it up as we go. We're not going to mess with it too much. Let my political power kind of gain here. Someone to see something? Wow, that gains some... We lose stability when we do that. We shouldn't do that yet. We should only do that if we need to do that. The only one that's kind of big is Democratic. And that's probably because who we're trading with. So do y'all think I should import or not? Also, is one batch one... Is that one factory's worth? Is that what that means? Or does that mean a whole, just like enough of a batch is considered something that covers what your negative is? You can generally afford to be almost -10 on a resource except for rubber, which you want to be no more minus than about -5. Oh, so most resources can be slightly negative. So we can get away with even less on this then. We'll do like -2. Oh, we can only do the 1, so we'll do that. We'll stay with the -1 there. This one I don't think we should do yet. I'm just gonna put that to 0. Resource penalties aren't too bad if you're only missing a few. Yeah, so we're -1 on both. I think that's well within safe margins of both ways of doing it. Concentrated industry. There we go. Now we get more factories. Factory output is now quicker. I want to push into that pretty quick. And then after that, we're going to get the next set of tools. This has got 19 days before it's finished. Okay. I am now going to go ahead and get that government reform for that guy. The others we don't want anyways, so... Prep ourselves for a future battle. Oh, real quick, be right back, guys. Gotta check something important. Whoop, pause. Too many things happening. Light cruiser. Done. We're not gonna worry about the 36 on that. Just a destroyer. Heavy cruiser is probably gonna take a while to build as well. I wish you could tell. I do wish you could click this and see how long it would take to build one averagely. So I guess, hold on. Let me look at something. Let's look at a regular cruiser. Does it show me how many days? Production cost is 3,110. A convoy production is 70. 12th of April. So these are getting made probably every week. Maybe even less than that. So if that is at 770. Oof. That means even these would take a long time. So I don't think we should get heavy cruisers. I have a feeling much like the battleship, they take too long. Destroyers are 900. Submarines are 500. The only thing we should worry about making are those carriers that are big. Okay. Let's see. Everything's good. Don't forget about the 20% dockyard output focus. Resource, wait, 20% what? You know, I didn't even realize that was there, to be fair. Which one was it? No, it's not none of those. Is it a research? No. Well, what were we talking about? Let's see. Oh, it's a continuous focus. Is there one in it? Where is that at? Oh, down here. Oops, frick. Where? Ah, okay. Gotcha, okay. Alright, military factories are starting to become a thing. Let us... Let's do that. How does that change my resources? -3, we're okay still. Research. Still a ways out. Don't need that yet. Don't really need planes yet either. That's interesting. They don't have pictures. They're just, you know... they're just generic planes is what it is. I'm gonna do this so we can speed run building things. So we can get that construction speed up. For now, don't create a 1920s era warship except for perhaps one carrier. The 1920s our ships mostly have too little range and speed. Yeah. I don't intend to make any more fleets other than this until 1936, like the 1936 models. Like the destroyers I might make. The ones that are the 36 ones and not the 20s. The ones that we're getting from this. This we might make. And of course one of these, but... Spain's almost finished. They're about to be done with their fight. So that added 2 extra civilian factories. We have 3 more before we can get a continuous focus. Hmm. I have to have more than 50 factories to get that. Electronics. Wouldn't that count towards our research bonus? Hold on. Yeah. So what was it? 4 times. Ooh. This would allow us to get our research going quickly. Synthetic rubber research might be nice as well. Nice as well as a choice to the right of the synthetic. Oh, as well as the choice to the right. Yeah, we're gonna start pumping out the oil very soon. I'm gonna do this because this will allow us to get research faster. For now, and then research-wise, yeah. After I get this up, I'm gonna go for these. I'm gonna kind of dip hard into these to try to get these up. But I want to be able to build stuff a little quicker and output things faster, so. Hopefully I'm not messing this up. Oh, Hindenburg disaster. Okay. Hopefully I'm not messing anything up right now. U.S. Congress. Oh, yep. So that's what's supposed to happen. So it is the Neutrality Act I'm supposed to do. I wasn't sure which one of those it was actually meant to happen, historically. This actually is helping me kind of see what you're actually supposed to choose with certain choices with the U.S. that affect how you're going to be seen in the war. So, yeah. Ooh. That's a hell of a response. The electronics bonus is best used on the 1940s. On the 1940s are atomic research. That's true. That's true. To be fair, what I would rather have it for is just getting the ability to get things fast. Atomic research is one of those things in this game where you need it, but at the same time, it is more of the only one who really actually puts it fully into use is the US. With a certain incident. So, at least weapon-wise, anyway. It's like, as far as industry, then I'm pretty sure a lot of them use it. Or at least use it at one point or another. But if you're gonna use it, like, at all tactically, yeah, then it's one of those things. We can get an industrial concern? Ooh. Ooh. We could. Ooh. See, these are things I never got to do as America because I never fully understood them because I wasn't building enough political in the beginning. Like, this is the first time I've had this much political power this fast. It's not. It's just 19. It just turned 1937. We're already full cabinet of law and government. Which has never happened for me. What do y'all think? What do y'all think we should spend our political power on right now? I'm on pause while we wait. Let it kind of build up. While Spain is still happening. I know what we're gonna call this as far as the save file, so when we reload it later, since this isn't our like official playthrough for them, since we wanted to do the Royal Tree incident, and we can't do that yet, I'm gonna call this more of a joking kind of save file, because of what we're trying to achieve. We're trying to take over Spain forcibly in a historic time where that did not happen. Let's see. The 1940 atomic research is one of the longest researches in the game. So using a double speed research bonus saves you more days of research time than any of the other use of research bonus. That's interesting. I'll remember that from now on. That is a good idea. But I just feel like with Portugal, we're never really gonna, like, I don't even know if we'll make it that far to do. Let's see. Let's look at our research real quick. Seven years out. I mean, if we survive World War II, if we haven't already taken over Spain by then sure. But I just don't feel like as Portugal, we would ever reach this level of nuclear power. Maybe this one. I feel like we'd get this one. This one maybe. But I don't think we'd ever get this far. With how long it takes. I actually think for us, it would be better off to do this at some point. Instead of even worrying about atomic, except for maybe these first two. Just because this gives me research speed, and this just gives me a nuclear reactor. Which is helpful, don't get me wrong. But I feel like with us, if we were going to get that far into future tech, we go rockets. Like, we go rocket engines and rocket artillery level. But I don't know, we'll see. Like I said, I'm not giving up on this playthrough. We'll still play this playthrough. Okay, now we're starting to stockpile infantry equipment. Good. I'm actually going to dial it back now. Just because we don't need... Actually, no, not you. Hold on. You. We need support equipment now. And we don't make as many support equipment per day as we do infantry equipment. Amelia Earhart. Plus, that's something I learned with America. Don't overproduce the equipment you're making, especially if it's going to go obsolete before you get to use it. Because it's got to upgrade all of that. So, it can be a little bit more of a pain. Yay, carrier's done. Alright, carrier's done. We're not going to worry about Carrier 2 1936 yet, or Submarine. Well, that's ahead of time anyways. The only other thing I think I'm going to worry about right now is these light cruisers. I feel like as the nation we are, we want a bunch of easy-to-make ships. The first 1940 atomic era gives you a research bonus speed that eventually makes up for the research time spent on it. That makes sense. That's why that first one, I would guarantee we would at least go for that. But as far as, like, anything beneath that, I don't know if we'd bother. I think we would rather just use that research speed the first one gives you to get rocket engagements and just rocket artillery. Secret weapons is done. We're going to hold on to that for a while now. Okay. Try not to use it until necessary. What is this one? Yeah, we're not going to see. This one we're not messing with. Because this gives us an ahead of time penalty reduction if we wanted to force that now. That's actually what I'm going to save the research bonus for, is when we get this. We're going to use all but one of them. So we can force feed that atomic when the time comes. I think now, what do y'all think now? What should we do focus-wise? Should we start getting our military factories up and running now? So that way we can actually start being aggressive. Could also start working down our land doctrine cheaping things here. Cheapy things. For support equipment and stuff. Oh yeah, see, that would be good for ahead of time infantry equipment. Because we need 2 more. Can't do this yet. What is this? This is political power straight up, but we're rolling in that. I feel like we would only do this just to finish this off. But if we go down this line, we'll finish this automatically. I feel like this is our best choice. Yeah, do you plan on staying non-aligned? That I'm not sure. Since I'm thinking since we're already going to be trading with them, if we do align with someone, I'm thinking the allies, just because we're already going to be at, by the time we attack Spain, I think it's Axis Spain, isn't it? It's not Ally Spain? Yeah, see, Republican Spain is losing. I forget how you tell who all the major powers. Is there a way to look at that? So let's do it. No, here's how we do it. We want... Let's click Axis. So no one's joined it yet. But I do think... Doesn't Nationalist Spain join that? I guess it really depends on who this ends up. Whoever Nationalist Spain ends up joining, we're going to want their competitor. Like, we're going to want the faction that supports, that's against their whoever they joined. So if they join the Allies, we're going to switch over to Axis. If they join the Axis, we'll join the Allies. Just so we don't get bopped by Germany or something. Because once we break the historical... once we break from history, who knows what factions or what countries are going to hit us. And which ones actually might send troops to combat us. So when we do that, we need to have some sort of backing. So, well, it'll depend on who they end up with. We'll wait to see who they choose. And then we'll choose their former. Or latter is the right word. That's the best way I can think major faction-wise. I feel like if we stay unaligned and we attack one of the major factions, that entire major faction is going to drop its force of nature on my head, and I won't have any backup to help me. It'll be just Portugal versus Axis or Allies. Whoever they end up being, so... Does seem like a terrible idea to not, at least for this playthrough. If we had Brazil, I'd say we'd stay non-aligned. Like, we would not align with anyone if we were going to be able to keep Brazil. Because then I could focus on the Brazil conflict. And securing all of Brazil. And all of South America. So... yeah, I feel like that'd have been the better choice. But since we can't get Brazil, I think we need to align with at least one of them. But yeah. We'll start with military factories. I don't think they will. Okay, well, if they don't join anyone, that's actually even better. Thank you for that, United Kingdom. thanks for the tip. Also, I love that name because that worked out kind of perfectly because that was like literally the United Kingdom just sent me some random letter and goes, hey, they're not going to ally with the Axis, so you can do what you want with them. Let's see. The Spanish Civil War causes a national split in Spain that makes Spain want to strongly avoid war until about 1940. Okay. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, if they stay neutral, that's actually even better. Because that means we don't have to choose either. And it also means we can trade with both of Axis and Allies if we needed resources. And wouldn't have any penalties. Since we're not aligned, we're not against anybody on that in that kind of battle. That battle doesn't concern us. At least not right now. This battle concerns us. So I do agree there. That's probably a good idea. Also, any suggestions yet for what we should use our political power, or should I just keep dumping it into the reserves? Let me see. The downside to that is that you can't join factions and do other stuff until World War tension hits 100%. That's true too, but that's going to happen pretty quick as that approaches. All I care about is as long as these guys do not join anyone, then they're free game for us as Portugal. And if I keep going the way I am now, by the time they're actually stable and able to rebuild, I'll actually hopefully have some pretty nasty units and divisions to start pushing into Portugal here. I'm trying to think if I want to go ahead and get their capital. I meant to say Spain, by the way. If they want to get their capital up here, or if I take Madrid instead, since Madrid is technically gonna be where it would be. Because Barcelona is this one. I'll have to wait to see when the Civil War's over, how this all plays out. Let's see, mobilization. Oh, mobilization. See if you can get a better recruitment law with your political power. Oh, okay. So mobilization is what Gary said as well, and you said recruitment law. Okay. Recruitable population, better recruitment law. Okay. Limited conscription. Recruitable population, 2.5%, more than 10 war, so yeah. So that's a good idea. Okay. We're currently export focused. Early mobilization was the other one, but that's fuel gain per oil. We can't technically do that yet. We'll do that once we know war is coming. Because then... Ooh, yeah. Because then we can convert a lot of our consumer goods into military goods. I think right now, maybe limited conscription. There's no negatives to this either, so... I think we're gonna do this. Did it do it? There we go. I must have clicked the wrong button. So now we have limited conscription. So we can get troops quickly. Leave all that alone. And then when the time comes, yeah, early mobilization would be a good idea. And we'll wait on the rest. Ooh, yep, there it is, already begun. China and Japan slapping each other already. Yep. There's all the factions that are going to join China in their fight. Marco Polo Bridge incident. Whoa, a lot of stuff. Alright. Yep. Yunnan joins Chinese United Front. The Chinese United Front forms. Wow, all of them are happening. Shinkyong joins. Shy Bay joins. Alright, they're all in it now. That's why I wasn't going to trade with any of those, because those are going to get wiped out. Let's see. And you can go straight into partial... Oh, wait. I missed something. Oh. Wait. Let's see. There's actually no negatives to going up in mobilization, either since your debuffs are worse than that on civilian economy. Really? Okay. When we get enough, I'll change that too then. Moon. Oh yeah, I guess that's true, huh? I never realized that's what that was. Oh wow, it's actually... Wait. Isn't that actually better? Okay, we'll do that next. Whoops. I never read that properly. Dang. See, there's some things I'm still learning in this game. There probably will be for a while. We'll get both up and running then so we can start working on getting production up and going. Yeah, support equipment's starting to catch up, but still not great. Are you new to Hearts of Iron 4? I am, yes. I am very new. I just started playing this a week ago. I've been playing it off camera. I did an episode of it to show, just to like give a kind of a early start. I did kind of bad, but just kind of a first taste. But yes, I am very new. I am a newbie noob. I am a nooba noob. Noobada noobada. Alright, I guess we'll go away from Navy for now. Maybe I should get some... Nope, most of these are actually... Except this. You know what? Probably should get this. How do I say that? Hold on. Isn't medium tanks more important? No, we can't do this yet, can we? We have to get this? Okay! Didn't realize that I didn't even have my starting World War I tank. Well, that's a bummer. Alright, so what do y'all think next then, chat? Let's see, yeah, mobilization is pretty important because it also frees up more civilian factories for you to use. Yeah, you want a low percentage of civilian factories going to consumer goods, so that you will have more civilians to build things with. Civilians to build things with. Makes sense. What do y'all think here? This is still a ways out. Should we go ahead and pop our mountaineers in now and get our mountain infantry divisions ready to go? How is Spain on mountains? I can't remember. It's pretty rockety, isn't it? Actually not too bad. To be fair, no. There's mountains scattered. Like, there's a mountain region here, 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 and then this one on the coast. And this little one right here. But majority of it's plain. So maybe we don't want mountaineers. Unless they handle forest, and even then there's no forest either. That's only up here. Okay. Do you have up-to-date plane designs? Most likely not. Let's check that. I have a 1936 close air support, a 1933 fighter, and bomber. Tactical bomber. So technically, because we're in 1937, no, this whole line needs to be researched, at least at that aspect. This one's fine. This one's actually ahead of the game, which is nice, because we're going to need this one the most. That one and probably this one. Can't remember if it's tactical or strategic. Tanks, artillery, anti-air, and anti-tank will be good things to research soon. With tanks get to medium tanks fast. Okay, so let's go ahead and start that now because they're really far behind. Tanks are stupid far behind. So let's do that first then. Like, extremely. Hey, we get to pick our first doctrine. Okay. So the first one, right out the gate it goes. Planning speed. Organization loss when moving. Division speed. Breakthrough. That's for tanks and armor variants. All infantry and motorized and mechanized organization plus 15. That makes my tanks and armor faster. And the reinforce rate tactic is higher. This is max speed and recovery rates. Yeah, so it could be that one, but also I'm thinking this one. Isn't this one heavy infantry? Entrenchment speed, not bad. Planning, daily command, defense and organization. So that's pretty good on its own, just for pushing with infantry. Breakthrough and soft attack. Ooh, I'm thinking this line. So what do y'all think, chat? I'm gonna see if I guess this right. I'm assuming grand battle plan strategy, because we're using mostly infantry. We're not going to have a lot of heavy tanks, like nothing bigger than a medium. I either think this or this. If we were fighting something bigger coming at us, I'd say this. To try to hold. Maybe even this one as well. I've never really done this one, so I don't know what this one's good. That ain't bad. Oh, wow. Wow. Let's see. I'm a sucker for Grand Battle Plan. You can stack up huge planning bonuses and get like a 70% attack buff for drawing a squiggly line on a map. Superior firepower is also good if you want to use a lot of support companies, though. That's true. I'm trying to think what would be better for us as Portugal. All of the branches have their strengths and weaknesses. Once you get the first research in a doctrine branch, stay with that branch, because all progress in that branch gets lost when switching. I figured that out in America the hard way, playing on my own. So let me look at our... Before we do this then, let me look at our focuses real quick. So where's infantry? Looking for doctrine stuff. Is that for land doctrines in general? Huh. That's not bad. Yeah, it's just for land doctrines in general, it looks like. Yeah, it's just for land doctrines in general. It has no real set between the two. Okay. We're not going to do that now. But it means we get to literally choose whichever one we want. Let's see, the Spanish Civil War is almost over. You should justify a war goal unless you already did. But I don't know if we're gonna go for them while they're still at Civil War. I'd have had to hit a long time ago. I would have started the fight ages ago. I would have actually, if I were gonna do that, I would have ignored civilian factories for the military factory tree. Because if we went straight down the military factory tree, we could have already been fighting them. But because we went civilian first, we're gonna have to fight a unified nationalist Spain. To a certain extent. It's gonna be much harder, but I think we can do it. If you want a learning experience, use a random number generator to pick a branch and learn about that branch by actually using it. That's true. I don't have one right now. I'd have to go onto our desktop for me to pull up my random number generator I use for stuff like that. Alright, this is where we're gonna do. This is gonna be not as good, but I'm gonna move my mouse back and forth with my eyes closed. And we're gonna just see whichever one it stops closes to. I'm gonna circle it around a bit so I don't know where it is. We ended up on Grand Battle Plan. That doesn't count. So, alright, that means these two. I've already used this, so I don't want to do this yet because I want to learn a new strategy. So, what does this do? Minimum training level. That would allow us to put more troops out quicker. Okay. Weekly war support, combat casualties. Ooh, so as people die, we get more war support. Division attrition minus 10%. Damage to enemy garrisons in our states occupied by the enemy. That's if they were pushing us. I think we do this one. This one seems like the one you'd want to go since we didn't go Grand Battle Strategy Plan. Armored Car Organization. Enables Blitz. Ooh, wow, max planning up by 10%. Overwhelming Fire. There's a lot of good breakthrough on these. I think we're gonna go mass assault. We're gonna try this one. Like I said, this is a learning experience tonight as well, a little bit, so we'll go with that doctrine. How much is it? 150? Early mobilization. Yeah, there's 17 now. We can actually build quite a bit now. Oh yeah, when you get to the split, a coin toss is better for the, yeah. I mean, I already kind of know which side I'd rather have, but I'm still going to coin toss it. Oh, where'd it go? Not that. Gotta remember what button I have for that. There we go. Overall, I actually think I like this side better for pushing. Like, for us being aggressive, this seems like the better side. Even if we didn't flip the coin. But I'm still going to flip a coin when the time comes. Won't get to that tonight though. We actually are gonna have to wrap it up here soon. We've got like 15 minutes left. This is a very long game to learn. It really is, but that's why I love it. Oop. Concentrated industries done. Factory output just got higher. So that's far out. So now let's start getting these. Start getting those synthetic refineries able to be built. How are we negative wise? -3, -2. We're good. Yellow River got blown up. We don't really need any fuel silos yet because we're not filling them up. Don't really need another military factory yet either because we're going to get all this for free. I want everyone at 80, so let's improve Porto's infrastructure one more time. The rest of this I don't really know. Like, where we want our air forces and all that at. A lot of that doesn't matter. So infrastructure is its own thing. These do not affect that number. So you know what, if that's the case, and since these factories aren't doing anything at the moment, let's just... Actually, hold on, wait. I say that. Cancel. I need to look at... How many more are we gonna get? I don't think we're gonna get any more construction factories anywhere automatically here. Yeah, civilians were already there. We'll get some docks and stuff in places. We'll get more factories this way. Yeah, it'll be fine. If it's ahead of time, it's ahead of time. Because I feel like we might as well give my factory something to at least do. These two aren't as important yet. Alright. Give my factory something to do. Let's see, also the 1937 research on the production branch. The branch next to concentrated industry branch would be a good choice. Oh yeah, that's what I'm doing next. As soon as something finishes, I'm getting that next. Because we need this next, yeah. To get that cap up there. That is next. Oop. Armament is there. Yep, there we go. It's beginning. So that's more military factories. So now we have one extra one. What are we missing? Trucks. And anti-air. So let's get the trucks first. We're missing trucks. How does that doing? We still got one rubber. On the focus tree, armament 1 and 2 and 3 could still be open for creating more factory. On the focus tree. Tell me about this? Yeah. These open up more military factories, but not civilian ones, though. And I was looking to see if anything opened up more infrastructure automatically without me building it. So that way I don't accidentally, you know, get the wrong things. Because some of these give extra little tidbits here and there, but... Yeah, the military ones, that's why I'm not building anymore. I'm going to let the focus handle that for now. Construction time. Now we need this. We need those tools for better productive efficiency. Yeah. Civil War in Spain's almost over. France and Britain announce alliance. So the allies are being born. But yeah, if all works out, depending on my schedule tomorrow, I will have a surprise stream for you guys tomorrow. To continue our Tycoon strategy 2 weeks that we're on right now. Armament effort 2. And I want armament effort 3. We've got enough to do one of these again. See, I feel like this would be a super smart thing to do. Hold on, how many more researchers do we have industrial-wise? So that's a year away. We don't need that yet. Yeah, until this gets unlocked again, we don't need that yet. Unless it's production and industry, but I think it's just industry. Yeah, it's just industry. And that one's electronics, which we're also, I think, a year away from. It would make this side faster. But we're not going to mess with this screen too much right now. We're going to leave this kind of alone. Alright, now I want... So we've got towed artillery being built, trucks being built. We actually have no trains. Do I have... You know what I didn't check? Do I have a railroad? I don't think I do. Well, I have a tiny one. So we don't need that many trains. How many trains I got? 6. Also, we might need to build some close air support bombers. No. We've got trucks for now. I'll switch, once trucks get quite a few of them in there, I'll switch it to trains. I say anti-air to keep that infantry thing going. I'm aware this is not assigned to a division. Yeah, we're doing terrible on the steel. See, now we're -6. I will trade a little bit now more with America. Well, I'm going to amp it up by 1 more. Just so we're not too close to that -10 margin there yet. Because it's going to start skyrocketing pretty quick. Yeah, let's see, +2, that's fine. I want barely enough, is what I want. They don't appear to have too many troops on our border, which is strange. How are the Japanese doing? Probably well. They've probably already gotten part of China. Where you're, I'm too high. I'm in the wrong part of the map. I need to zoom out. Makes it faster. Actually, no, they just started. Japan is just... looks like it just began really fighting everybody over here. Both versions of China are still kind of together. Well, not together, but, you know, intact. Oh, wow. Yeah, you know what? We really could have attacked sooner. If we had started during the beginning of the Civil War and got a war goal justified from the very beginning, like started working from the get-go, and then focused military factories, we might actually have been able to do this. Because with this guy, that's a pretty substantial increase. It's doing attack and defense by like 10 and 15%. That's like, this would be good for more like long range bombardments, but god, that'd have been a perfect rush situation. I don't think any of these are gonna help us right now. No. Yeah, a lot of these are interesting, okay. There's only 1 for the ship. Oh wow, naval research speed. Maybe I should have got that out the gate. That'd have been if we were going for Brazil. That actually might not be a bad idea. because of how terribly behind our tanks are. Alright, I'm gonna have y'all vote on this. What do y'all think, chat? Do I use the political power for this one to get us a tank designer? So research for tanks is much faster. Considering how we need to get to medium, and we have a few lights to go through, this actually might be a good idea. Let's see, at the bottom of the screen there are 2 plus signs. Oh yeah, that's for divisions. A couple of army let's see. Select a couple of army divisions and click on the right hand plus sign. I think you should go up another mobilization level first. Okay. Actually, yeah, I see that. I see. Let's do that. We'll do that first, and then you want me to create a division? We can do that. These two aren't really defending too much. These two right here, or these two sets. Let's create a division with these. Alright. I have created a division for them now. Isn't there a way to create a front line? Yeah. Oh, that's how that works. Should we go ahead and create a front line or leave it? Because we're going to have to wrap it up here soon. So what we do next is going to be where we save it. And we leave it for next episode. I'll wait on that. We won't create a line yet. Get them a general before the next episode. Gotcha. Okay. Up here. We only have one. Field Marshal Jose Vicente. Attack plus 10%, defense plus 5%. Supply consumption minus 7.5%. Planning speed plus 10%. Max planning plus 4%. Max entrapment plus 1. Promotion. Wow. Let's get them that now then. That's a pretty good field marshal. Field Marshal Jose. Alright, we have us a commander on them now. What does this do? Oh, a trait. Oh. Earned traits can only be unlocked by gaining experience or by events. Oh. Oh. See, I never knew this was a thing. I know who this belongs to. Just looking at that, I immediately went, huh, I wonder who this is a reference to. Huh. Cool, okay. Yeah, I think that setting one up with all your troops wouldn't hurt. You can buy a few new generals for about 10 command point power each. You can then promote one of them to find marshals. Oh. Where do I go for that? Wait, where do I go for that? Clicking my buttons here. Oops. Aww. Do I do that from this menu? Oh. Recruiting a new commander costs 5 command power up to a cap. The more commanders you have, the more expensive it gets to recruit a new one. So try to find jobs for the new ones you have first. Okay, so yeah. So if we wanted another one, we could do this, but we already start with one, and he's not bad. For what we're going to be needing him for, that is not bad. His experience as a leader is not great on gaining stuff, but... Oh, okay. Okay. The menu is accessible by creating a second army group. Ah. You could do that too, right? And then... No. Hold on. Unselect first. Oh, but I have to create another division. Okay. But it's in the same menu as this, I assume. We just hit this. And then assign someone else. A field marshal will grant an additional combat bonus. Isn't that what he is? Yeah, he's a field marshal. So he's already a field marshal. So that's interesting. So actually, let me create a second unit just because I want to test this out. Experimentation-wise. Let's make a unit with these guys. Yeah, so that's just a general. Ah. So how did you say it works? He's serving as a general right now, though. Oh, is he? How do I turn him into an actual field marshal? Like, oh, no. Like he would be assigned as a general, right? So that would be him. This is just for experimentation purposes. But how would I, like... Okay, I see how you promote. Takes 40. You want both a field marshal and a general since their bonuses stack. Oh. On the same army? Wait. As in, you can do that with both? Hold on, really? Can you? No, that just changes them. Do they stack? That part I'm a little confused on, chat. Is it just having them in there? Which I accidentally should have waited to do that. Now, right now I'm just spinning just to see what happens, but why are you... What's this timer? Oh, en route from a previous command, yeah. Drag one of your 2 armies on top of the left-hand plus sign. Left-hand plus sign? Not bottom right? Bottom left? Oh. Oh, hold on. I see, I think. So then we want you. And you're the one that needs to be a field marshal? This part I am trying to learn. So like that, chat? Is that right? I assume that's right. So as long as I have Field Marshal here, he gives it to all of these. Well, all the ones in here. I didn't know that was a thing. I thought those buttons were the same. Whoops. See, this is what I'm saying. This game has so much detail through it. So good. And complicated. That's right, yes. Oh, nice. Okay, cool, cool. Okay, good. Well, then that's set up now. Now we have a Field Marshal and a General. For that, that explains a lot why my Navy had such a hard time the other day. Okay, whoops. I'll remember that from now on. See, that's a hard lesson learned that even I didn't learn with America. Because America, no, this is why I didn't suggest them for a stream. They kind of are asleep at the wheel when it comes to a faction in this game. You really can get away with not doing any of this. And I have, because I didn't know how to do any of this. But yet, I was still winning with America. So that shows me they are so asleep at the wheel. They do not require anything specific. Whereas, playing a smaller nation like this, I actually have to know my, cross the I's and dot the T's. I did that on purpose, by the way. Normally you would dot the I's and cross the T's, but I did that on purpose. How stupid I feel right now. Okay, cool, cool. That's good to know, though. Navies are a whole different ballpark, lol. Oh, are they? Okay, I'll have to figure out how theirs works then. Because navies are weird. I've been trying to figure out navies for the past 48 hours. I know how to fight with them now, kind of efficiently, at least somewhat effectively. But I still don't like... Okay, let's go to this one for just a second. Let's X this out. So yeah, so how does the, what's the difference in here? Like, I know you can still do a commander, which we don't have any. We're not going to worry about getting one right now. But does this have one of those, or is that not a thing? Do I need 2 different fleets before that becomes a thing, or that's the part I'm going to have to learn in its own right. Because fleets are weird. I have been playing with them, and they are very weird. However, I still haven't been assigning commanders like I should be. Like, I have not done this for the US like I should have. I will in my playthrough now when I go back and practice with them some more. I will be going back and doing that now. They have 1 admiral. Okay. Yeah, when you play a small nation, not in a faction, you have to know almost all of the tricks, or else you are probably going to get conquered. Most likely, yeah. No, I agree with that. I 100% agree with that statement. That is... I can see that. Oh, man, that is cool, though. That's cool. What time is it? It's 10:15. Yeah, it's getting late. I need to get off here. I've got to eat. You still got to eat tonight, and it's getting late. I didn't intend for the stream to start even later today. By the way, tomorrow's stream is going to be really early. So for anyone who's watching tonight, if you want to watch my special city builder stream that I'm going to be doing tomorrow, that's going to start most likely at 3. Like, it's either going to be 3 o'clock or 2:30. Because I've got an IRL meeting for my support group that I help run tomorrow. And that usually starts around like 7. So I can't, once it gets closer to 7, I don't have time to do anything else. So if we get to do it before my meeting tomorrow, for everyone watching, so you have a schedule kind of in place, it will be 3 at the latest. So 3 o'clock p.m. will be the start of the stream at the latest. That's if it's before my meeting. If it's after my meeting, the stream will be 8:30 to 8 o'clock. Well, most likely 8:30, I'll say safely, before I can truly start it. But I want to give you all a shout out to all that. Also, I want to give a big shout out to everyone that's been helping me learn Hearts of Iron tonight. and being patient with me being such a newbie. So, thank y'all so much, seriously. Let's see. A fleet defines a set of sea zones. Two fleets can have overlapping sets of sea zones. Oh, that's what that was. Okay. See, I couldn't figure out the battle problem. I was having a problem initiating battles with two different fleets on the same one fleet. I get it now. Ah, that's what it was doing. I didn't understand that. I kept getting confused. It would show the targeting symbol, but because they share the same region, I thought it wasn't showing both. I thought it was only showing one. Oh, good to know. I will take that knowledge and go fight in the Philippines off camera and practice some more after we get done with this stream with the US. Interesting. Okay. I didn't. Damn. Now now I feel real dumb. But that's alright. But that's cool. I'll remember these strategies for my own playthroughs, and we'll do some more of this week. We'll probably play some more Hearts of Iron. I gotta do Company of Heroes Friday. So, we'll do Hearts of Iron Sunday. We'll do some more Hearts of Iron with another stream. We'll do a special 2-stream Sunday this weekend to get everything caught up. And we'll do some more Hearts of Iron Sunday. We'll continue as Portugal for now, till we either get conquered, or we actually succeed at taking Spain and beginning the next step. Just because this is a cool little learning co-op stream for all of us to enjoy together. And y'all get to watch me die or succeed, one or the other. It'll be I'll make it entertaining one way or the other. But yeah. GG or not, by the way, Anno is amazing. Oh, I don't doubt it, Tam King. Like I said, I've changed. That's why I changed my schedule and decided we'll keep Resident Evil for the beginning of the month. And we'll do our special city builder tomorrow. But I hope y'all have enjoyed watching some more Hearts of Iron 4. Let me go ahead and save it, actually, while we're still in chat. For us to have our playthrough. I'm actually not going to name it. Whoopsies. I'm actually not going to name it PQR, even though that's technically what it is. This is going to be, once again, more of a joke title. Because normally this would be Spain, right? What I'm about to type. But this time it's going to be reverse. It's going to be on Spain that this happens. Oops, can't spell right now. This is the word I'm not gonna remember how to spell at all. Quiz. There's an S in there somewhere. Is it S-I-T-I-O-N? That don't look right. There's a letter missing. See? When you don't use certain words. I was looking, chat. I know it was said earlier. That's why it gave me an idea for the name. There it is. I-N-Q. Let's see how close I got. I was right. Q-I-S. Part. Just I had it in the wrong spot. Where'd it go? Yeah, Q-I-S. Yeah, Q-U-I-S. And then I, if I'm not mistaken, then T-I-O-N-E. Where'd it go? Yeah, then I-T-I-O-N-E. I-T-I-O-N. And then... But instead of an exclamation mark, we're going to do this. Oops. Shoot, my keyboard. Hold on. I had to change my controls so I can type. This is my crazy custom controls, by the way. Y'all see all that change in the buttons. I had to turn that on so I can actually type. Why are you not... Oh, can I not do... Really? Can I not do question marks? Yeah, because that's what that is. Why are you not... I'll do this shift then. Oh, it doesn't let me do that. Ah, that's annoying. Well, sadly I was gonna put a question mark there in Spanish Inquisition question mark. But we'll just call it this for now. We'll just pretend there's a question mark there. Because we're doing some weird breaking of history. But alright, let's go back to the main menu now. Put my custom controls back on. Y'all can tell I've got a lot of different control schemes. Alright. Alright, exit to menu. We'll close it off for tonight. Let me bring chat back up. I accidentally put my phone to sleep. Okay. Go back to the bottom of chat. Get to the end of the month, autosave. Well, I would, but I just don't. I just don't have the time to do any more tonight. Like, I've actually really got to get off here now, because since I can't, like I said, since I am in a wheelchair, I have to have other people kind of help me get my food. So I have to keep to a very tight schedule. But I promise you, we will do more this weekend, Sunday. Since my co-op stream with James, aka Jazich, shout out to him, is Saturday, we're going to do some more Hearts of Iron, a longer episode Sunday. Because I'll start that episode 2 o'clock, like, on Sunday. So we can go for like 3 to 4 hours, if not longer. And actually get some really good progress done, continued on from progress today. Because I always, that's why I make custom saves. That way I always have something manual to go back to. I do the same thing with, America. Which hopefully I did save in that. I think I saved earlier. If I didn't, I'll just pick up where I left off. With my new tactics, I'm kind of not against that. If I lost some progress. But... Alright, I want to give a big shout out to Gary Dysentery in chat, to Wendy, I think is it Delisi, or I don't know if I'm saying it right, but I wanted to give a big shout out to y'all for helping me so much and learning Hearts of Iron 4, and big shout out of course also to my friend Tam King for chilling in chat and watching all the chaos. Big shout out, I think it was the United Kingdom, yeah, big shout out to the entire United Kingdom, no, I'm just kidding. In chat. Hope you enjoyed watching the stream as well. And then also major shout outs to my moderator Farseer. I hope you get some rest, Farseer. Try not to destroy your sleep schedule too much more. And also huge shout out to Darius, always lurking and watching in the background, enjoying the streams as well. I want to say thank you to all of you out there, seriously. This has been a fun episode. I've really enjoyed this. And also, big shout out to Historic Gamer for being in chat as well earlier. And thank y'all so much, seriously. So, we will be continuing tomorrow, like I said, either at 3 o'clock tomorrow. We'll do the City Builder. If not, 8:30. So 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, U.S., or 8:30 Eastern U.S. Time tomorrow. So whatever time that is for you, if you are able to join, that's why I usually try to do them earlier for people in different time zones and regions of the world and countries. So that way y'all can all have a chance to at least get a chance to join the live stream. So 3 o'clock or 8:30. So I hope y'all enjoyed. Thank you so much for coming in during some Hearts of Iron. I wish y'all a good morning or good evening, wherever you may be out there. And until next time, may the Portugal actually win Spain in this alternate dimension and not get completely wrecked and vanish from existence during next episode. But peace and love, everyone. Thank y'all so much as always. See ya tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Bye.